Hey guys, welcome back to the Barndo build up here. So far we've gotten most of the framing done. We're working on the porches. Right now actually we're gonna do a little bit on the gable. We had a gable timber frame porch, nothing crazy, but you know, just gonna do some timber frame. We have timber frame beams going for the other sides of these porches that are just, you know, normal down. So I'll show you guys a little bit how we're gonna put that together and then show you guys what we've got framed so far and kind of an overall view of what our thoughts were on the rapid frame system too. So hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll keep showing you guys more, and we'll show you some of the metal later on in another episode. We'll go from there. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do on this gable is we're gonna figure out our cut on this timber frame, and we got 16 foot wide, 612 pitch. So we can come in 8 feet, and then if we go up 6 inches per foot at 8, you know, you go 6 times 8 is 48. So at 48 inches up, that's 4 foot. So what I did is I went and just Googled on, you know, Google that you can literally just Google this, how to find the diagonal of a rectangle, or if you have a construction calculator. But yeah, I just went on this thing. It's called the Omni calculator, and just put longer side 96 inches, shorter side 48 inches, and then my diagonal was 107.33 inches, if you can see that. So pretty simple. So 107.33 inches. I'll have to figure that out a little bit. If you have a construction calculator, it'll tell you the actual feet and inches. You can put rise and run and go like 4 foot rise, 8 foot run, and hit diagonal, and it'll tell you exactly. But that's how I do it. I couldn't find mine right now, so I'm just using my phone. And either way, so we're gonna cut it. We're gonna put an 1.5 inch heel on it. And I'll kind of tell you guys why once we get it up there. And then, yeah, we're gonna get them up, put the two together, put a couple in the middle, and we'll call it good. So, as long as I don't fall off of here now.
Don't worry, there's a block there.
Got her nailed?
Oh yeah.
All right, here you go.
I put like 12 nails per block.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and lag her. I think that will be good.
I just pulled outside of there, 4 foot center.
Yeah. Always somebody trying to get a hold of me. So since this was 16 foot across, I'm gonna line this up perfectly with that.
Allegedly 16 foot. Just kidding, it is.
It is not gonna go anywhere, that's for sure, with that lag in there. Okay. Our OSHA approved platform. Safety first. More like safety last.
75 feet in the air right now.
Okay, I need one of them lags. Does it look good?
Oh, it's all right.
That is.
About,
sound too confident.
right here to about a quarter there.
You should go in.
I'm gonna say right there. Oh,
right.
Crap. I mean. All right.
Shoot. Okay, about. Oh boy. I'll run another one. Yeah. All right, give me another one, Chase. That one went out the side and I didn't catch it in time. It bent it.
Hey, I see good, Rob. Oh, There's a tiny hippie valley.
There you go.
It's literally dying right. This is easy.
Okay, you got something smaller there?
What?
Got something smaller to. How does it look?
She's pretty good at the bottom. Samus has got out just a hair. They're a little warped-ish.
Oh, that's really good actually.
Yeah, she's fine. So we're gonna pop a ridge beam in here, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You have a way to nail that together?
Nope. Oh, we're not splitting it over a ridge beam like that?
Huh?
We're not doing it like that?
No, not that one.
Okay.
You'll see what I mean.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Jason, hand me the nail gun.
All right.
No, this is gonna be a hair longer just because that nail in there.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Yes, I had to cut a little bit off of these. I had to cut a little bit off because it's hard telling, you know, angles doesn't take much at all. But I got really close, and that should work. So now we're just gonna set our in and out and side to side, get it set, and that'll hold everything, and just fill in the pieces later, pretty much. All right, give me this one here.
What a frick. I hate Milwaukee, dude. Come on.
What a fuck.
DeWalt wouldn't do that.
What a bitch, bruh.
Yeah, we're done with Milwaukee, dude. I want Makita.
Jeez.
Or DeWalt. I like DeWalt now.
It's like it's yellow pine. Okay. So here we got these things haircut, and here I'm just butting them into here, straight up like from there.
Right now.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Can I see that sawzall?
Yep. Okay, here you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Huh? Sure. Hey, gum. Should have brought the DeWalt.
Missing your DeWalt.
Just like so. Bingo, lines are up. Dang. Oh. All right, there we have it. So we're just gonna run our valley from here to this point, and then from there down to there, which is probably gonna be pretty much in line, but that's pretty much it. right, so here we got done, we just got everything set. And what we did here, we just did our 4-foot on center. Yeah, excuse that one. That one came outside. Put another one in. It'll be hidden. Anyway, so yeah, we did a 5-inch heel here on these going up here. And the reason we did that, that kind of gives us that 6-inch, so our metal ceiling underneath here won't be back in here or way down there or whatever. So that kind of, I put a metal ceiling right on the bottom of that. And then here we went 1.25 inch heel, which was, with the angle we had to go, we were thinking it would be 1.5 inch, but it's actually 1.25 inch, just because I wanted to have a 3.5 inch turned 2x4 that we could lay on top and line up with the top of this, then sit it on top of there for to frame out our overhang. But that also then, our fascia will be, we'll put a purlin on top flat, so it's filmed, you know, framed up, sorry, like everything else. Then our 5.5 fascia, which will be 1/2 inch underneath that, and then another 1/2 inch of soffit, so we'll be down about 1 inch on this beam. But that way you still see most of the beam from the front, and soffit doesn't cover all of it. And then most, about half of the inside, I think, with where the bottom of this comes out to, it'll come out to about halfway, so you'll still see a half of that too, so you won't be covered all the way. That way, kind of, basically what I did is I inset this thing down out here and set this up and did my heels differently, so you see more of the timber underneath the ceiling and the soffit. That's the whole goal there. So kind of had a lot of figuring to do, but nothing terrible. I just got to think through it a little bit, and but yeah, that way this doesn't get all hidden. All right, so we're inside here. So far we've gotten framing done. Like I said, we're still working on the porches we were showing earlier, and just working on that timber frame, gable, and that's about it. And then the framing will be done. So yeah, we got inside here, as you can see, we got all the OSB on and all the framing, the 2x4s, the wall girts and purlins on, and we use that rapid frame system, which works very well. As you can see at top here, you know, we got those braces that are already in there, and we just put up panels, and it really helps to square up everything. As long as it's right, and it was good, it worked great on this one. There's obviously a couple pros and cons to it. I think on a completely rectangle building, I think it works very good for sure. So if you did DIY on like a 30x40 or something, or 40x60, I would look into it. It'll save you a lot of time, especially if you're not used to building a lot. So, and you get to use like your equipment more and stuff like that. So, but yeah, we're, like I said, inside here, I'll turn it around. I mean, it's pretty basic, you know, just, we got our windows boxed out, got like 1 or 2 more to put in. Got all our OSB on, and here's this porch out here. We got 6x6 rough sawn beams and 6x8 beams going across. 6x6 are the posts, and then got those pretty decorative brackets, which look pretty cool. And yeah, then there'll just be a ceiling right up underneath here, metal ceiling. And we kind of chose to do the trusses, because then we didn't have to cut rafters and then frame in the ceiling. It's all done. And it honestly wasn't really any more expensive really on materials, which was surprising. That saves us a ton of time on labor for sure. So yeah, we're getting ready to pretty much start putting some metal on her and give her some color. So here's the concrete after. Got all our plumbing in, looks pretty nice. Obviously a little dirty with sawdust, but looks pretty nice. We got everything set. The outside is getting done, so we can come inside here before too long and start working on the inside. All right, I hope you guys have been enjoying the build so far. Getting into metal next and show you some of that. I'm not able to be here all the time, so I won't be able to get like everything in depth, but at least kind of show you how it looks after the fact and how we did everything, especially the porches and the metal, and then we'll come on the inside and we'll start framing everything out. So yeah, got everything set. Our plumbing's already set, and our walls, you know, we could technically start framing any time, but we're gonna go ahead and get the outside done. We're probably gonna be waiting on some windows and then after the windows come in, we'll come back and do windows and we'll start on the inside. So, all right, we'll see you guys.